Can mind me talk me to it? Because
What's wrong with my mic? What's wrong with my mic?
no, it's fine now.
No,
It's just
it's
your
fine.
TV playing in the background, but it's fine.
Wait, so the topic's cross-verse, right?
What did you say?
The topic's cross-verse.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you agree to me as judge?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, my two interlocutors, please state the character you're going to be using for the cross-verse debate.
That should be everything for my turn.
Yo, are you ready?
Seeker, collect all character link entries.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using Darkseid from Detective Comics.
Okay, Vespura, who are you going to be using?
Yeah, so I'm using Goku from the anime Dragon Ball Z and the Funimation dub.
All right.
Okay, do you want to start first or should I?
You can go.
Alright, so
Whatever.
my position is that Goku. Wait, do you agree to like any tiering systems? Do you
Yeah.
want any tiering system? Okay, what tiering system?
Dunno.
What?
Dunno. Hang on. It's 10 size. Yeah. You can do a tiering system.
Alright, what tiering system?
Any that you want.
Alright, well we can do like versus Battle Wiki.
No
Okay,
problem.
so some prerequisites before we start. Do you agree to like no backtracking?
Backtracking. Sure.
Alright, and a 3-minute burden of rejoinder.
I don't agree to that.
Why not? Well, how much time do you want?
Infinite.
Why?
Brother, this guy was in the chat.
Why'd you want infinite time?
What happened? Sorry.
Why'd you want infinite burden of rejoinder?
I just want a good time. Sorry.
Yeah, good time. That's not infinite. Give me a time limit.
A good time.
Alright, 3 minutes is a good time.
Why?
It's not like 3 seconds.
3 minutes is a good time.
3 minutes, yeah.
I mean, that's in your interpretation.
Okay. What's the issue?
What's the issue is you need to justify why it's a good time. I can think 1 minute's a good time, but you cannot.
Okay, do you agree to 1 minute?
What about 1 second? I can think it's a good time.
I
What if I
don't
think,
agree to that.
what if I think like a millisecond is a good time?
It's not.
I mean, you just said 3 minutes was a good time. Subjective, I suppose.
Okay. I don't know
But
why you're fake laughing.
what's wrong with you? Why are you getting so tense?
What do you mean?
Cards, hey. So, like, we're not going to do the stupid meta debate bullshit again. How about this? As the attorney organizer, come in. 5-minute burden reminder, boom, with it.
Yeah.
Meta debate
Alright.
bullshit.
Sure.
And
Okay. Alright. Alright, I'll start. Alright, so my position is that Goku scales higher, going by the definitions of Versatile Wiki. I don't grant anything else other than the definitions of the tiering system. Okay, so premise 1, Goku self-predicates as truth. He's exclaiming an identity relation. Premise 2, he claims that all beings participate within his universality. Conclusion, Goku scales higher and he wins. Or that he just goes higher.
Can I see some scans?
Yep. Let me pull it up. Yeah, check scan, so
And my heart's killing.
59 of this.
Let's go to 059.
He states, do you need me to reiterate what he states?
If you want, sure.
Let me just paste it
That
and
one speech, he's the hope of the universe. That is no place for a king.
what?
You are no king.
Yeah, so just have are you checking the evidence?
Yeah. I mean, you said you'd send a transcript.
And just now realizing I'm putting a lot of names out of you that
I'm just waiting for that transcript because I can't listen to the audio while being on the phone.
Yeah, I sent this transcript in what's it called, in scans.
here's what
I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things like crap. See, what are you trying to argue for this?
I gave my syllogism.
Could you repeat it?
Yeah. So premise one, Goku self-predicates as truth, claiming a like an
So
identity
hang
relation
on.
with
So
it.
when he says, I am truth,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, like, why is this going to be true?
What?
I'm just going to say, put into question, say, why is this going to be true? I
Yeah.
don't really
So
care for, like, I don't really care for his, like, truth aptitude. Just some sort of truth maker or some, like, real thing to this said statement. Unless you're going to argue all statements within the fictional medium is true. I don't think that's the case. But anyway, you can continue.
yeah. So you're by
You
saying
are no king, my
you're
friend.
claiming you're presupposing that he's lying,
I'm
which
not
I won't.
presupposing these. I never said he was lying. I'm agnostic on it. He could be telling the truth and he could be lying. But I'm just saying, are you trying to say that all statements are true? Because I'm just saying, yeah, obviously a statement is going to be something with truth aptitude. Right? I can state I'm gay. I can state you're gay. But what's the truth maker behind that thing? I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying he's telling the truth either.
Okay, and what justifies you saying he doesn't say the truth? Okay,
Because
listen.
I
So
don't think
I
things.
heard what you said. I heard what you said. Yeah. Okay. Truth, aptitude, whatever. But like, what actually grounds you saying that he has no truth value?
Because not all statements are true. I mean, do you think all statements are true?
Within certain contexts, maybe
Within certain contexts, I mean, that's a bit vague. What do you mean by certain context?
context that and require something to be true to be interpreted properly.
Repeat that. Repeat that. My headphones fell out. My headphones fell out. Repeat that.
So what context where you need the specific statements to be true to be interpreted properly.
Look, so statements are true when you need specific statements to be true. Does that even make sense?
Did I say that?
I mean, you said something on the lines in that. Something along the
No,
lines
not
in
on
that.
the lines.
I'll try to speak slower for the viewers. I want them to have a good time. I want them to be entertained. So, anyways, repeat that anyway.
What?
Repeat what you said.
Yes, what do you want me to repeat? I said
You
multiple
said certain
things.
statements can be true under a context. I asked you to go ahead and um justify what that context is.
Yeah, so for example, in fiction, narrators state things. If they have no truth value, how do you actually know that they're saying? How do you know that those specific events are playing out?
Because first one, if a narrator states things, it depends on a narrator. A narrator is not always gonna be objectively correct. You can have many type of narrators. You can have a first person narrator, a third omniscient narrator. That's just very vague, right? And even then, there's certain truth makers to that extent of what the statement follows. If I say, like, I'm punching, if the narrator says Goku is running and on the screen the manga panel shows him running, then that statement would correlate. That's a truth maker
You
to
mean
that
manga
statement.
panel?
That statement. I mean, that's just an example. You gave the example of a narrator, and I'm following the example. So, anyways, yeah, anyways, you should have proven why that statement's going to be true.
Or you claim, okay, he states it.
Okay, why is the statement going to be true? You can state, once again, I can state something doesn't mean it's going to be true. You can have statements. Why is it going to be true? Dude, my
Yeah,
mic.
yeah. So the
Hang on.
reasonings
Wait.
can be.
I'm gonna unplug my mic. I just bugged.
good. Somebody did the thing to save the main character for a minute. Wow.
I'm here. Dude, I've got like these Apple earphones, so they're so bad.
Yeah. So can I speak?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, he makes this claim, and you have no grounds to believe that he's lying or
I never said he
what
was
that
lying.
entails. Listen, let me finish. Let me finish. I didn't finish. That what that entails is that he's purposefully making a false truth value or unpurposefully making a false truth value, whatever. You're basically you have no grounds to say that he is. That's the point.
How do I have no grounds? I already gave my grounds.
Your grounds is just you just asserted that they might not be true. They have a truth value, but what's the
I
point?
mean, yeah, I claim what they're not going to be true with the fact they have no truth maker and that's no like correspondence of truth and no theory to it apart from the
What do
fact
you
it's truth
entail by
aptitude.
truth? What do you entail by truth maker and truth
When I
aptitude?
entail something by truth maker, I mean something that corresponds with the said statement, something that corresponds in reality to the statement. For example, if I already gave the example, if someone said, what if I said I'm turning the lights on and off, a truth maker to that statement would be me turning the lights on and off, actually doing that said thing.
Yeah, so that presupposes that there's a physical reality which you can observe to like justify the statement.
I mean, there is a physical reality because Goku exists like clip Zoom and Dragon Ball, which is
Yeah,
some sort
so
of
why would
anime.
that apply to the
But
entirety of
hang on.
fiction?
The entirety of fiction because statements don't change throughout like the medium for Anna, unless you can prove that. That statement says that's true property. You still need to prove that statement being true,
Your
being true.
position is basically making all novels unscalable or
No, I'm not.
unpersuadable.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you
not.
are.
No, I'm not. And hang on. Even if I was, why does that defeat my? Let's presuppose I was. Why does that debunk my argument? Let's say I were to make all novels invalid. What does that mean for you? Nothing. It doesn't matter. I can make all novels invalid if I wanted to. What's this gonna happen? It doesn't defeat my argument.
Do you? Do you though?
I'm agnostic on that. You need to explain how I am actually. Even then, I think
What?
novels vague. Like a manga can be considered a novel by definition. Maybe not like a classic novel, but it can still be considered some form of novel. And they still have like actual imagery on them, so you can see truth makers to said statement.
So do you actually require a physical reality that's observable, or do you leave that position?
Not for all statements. No, I already said no. It's not for all statements. For example, if it was like a third party omniscient narrator and like the author, I can agree most of his statements would be true. Be the fact
Okay,
it's
so
his
would you agree? Would you
continuum.
agree if the person making the claim is reliable, it would be true?
No.
Okay.
Unreliable. I think reliable. I
What
think reliable
grounds?
is a
Okay,
bit.
listen, listen. What do you
No,
want as
you
evidence?
just asked me a question, so I'm gonna continue. I
All
think
right.
reliable is a bit vague and subjective as well.
What do you want as evidence or proof that his statement is true?
Don't ask me how to prove like your claim. I just want you to prove it's true. Don't ask me how to prove your
Yeah,
burden.
I'm asking for your criterion.
My criteria, I don't think I have to give that. Just prove to me
I
that
mean,
the
you don't
statement's
have to
true.
give that.
I don't have to give my criteria. I just want you to prove the statement's true. When I already explained why a statement has truth
Okay, so what
aptitudes,
constitutes something as true in your worldview?
something as true in my worldview. If it corresponds in reality, I suppose.
Yeah, so
Corresponds to reality.
why doesn't him like saying that within the physical thing not correspond to his reality?
I just explain why.
Are you entailing that he doesn't say the things he said?
I mean, I mean, I'm saying he can say two things. Like
No.
he can say two things and to say false things.
Hold on. Are you saying that he doesn't state what he said, what the transcription I gave, he doesn't state that within the clip I gave?
Well, I've never claimed it didn't state it. It states it. I can agree to that. Sure, it
No,
states it.
listen. You're claiming
I'm
that
listening.
there's no correspondent within, and that's why like you
Okay.
have to
So
prove
hang
it's
on. Wait.
true.
Yes or no? Wait. Yes or no? Is there a correspondence to that said statement? Yes or no? Simple yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. What's the truth theory behind it? Go ahead.
Yeah, he claims it with you can see his mouse
That's
moving
not a
and
truth
saying
theory.
it.
Yeah, that's not a truth theory. Claiming it's not a truth theory. You fucking idiot.
No, are you dumb, bro? That's not the point. The point is I proved there's a correlation between his statements and the physical reality which we're
What's the
observing.
correlation?
Yeah,
You didn't prove
he
nothing.
states it. He
Yeah, that's
states the
not.
thing.
Yeah, that's not. I already explained. Just because you make a statement,
Okay,
that has
does
truth
his mouth
aptitude.
move? Wait. Does his mouth
He
move
can state it. I
while
just
he
explained.
says that?
A statement doesn't correlate to it being true. I can like it literally has truth aptitude. It doesn't mean nothing. I want that truth maker to that said truth aptitude. It's got truth
Okay.
apt.
Truth app. Okay, great. How does that attack my point?
It attacks your point just because you said he states it, so it must be true. Yes or no? Did you not say that?
That's not what I said.
It is what you said.
No.
It is. You said I asked you guys it's true. You said he states it. He can state it. It doesn't mean it's true.
Okay. But listen, listen.
Okay.
You gave me your criterion for like whatever justifies truth in your worldview.
Define my
I
criteria. What's
show
my criteria?
you said that I had to like you had to be in a physical reality or correspondent to it.
Yeah, but the statement has to correspond with that, and I explain what corresponding with reality means. Him stating the statement, that's begging the question, right? That's going circular. I'm just going circular now.
Okay. What's the issue?
Well, Dean, what's the issue of going circular? I think going
Yeah.
circular is just.
Some things can be axiomatic. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, that's not axiomatic. I'm able to easily put out
No,
flaws
I'm
in it
not
and obviously put it
saying
in
it is.
question.
I'm
All right,
not
then.
saying it is, but
Do you want to
there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, if you believe you won, we conclude with the judge Sinbad.
What? Did you lose track of the judge?
Oh, who's the judge? Sorry, I wasn't listening. When
It was
I mean, I thought it
McLovin.
was Sinbad.
It was
McLovin?
McLovin.
It's me, yeah.
Oh, apologies. But if you think you won, then whatever. You can.
Yeah,
We
we can
can.
move on. We can move on.
Hang on, stay here.
Dude.
What happened? What just
I
happened?
don't know. He said, hold on, and then he just left.
Oh, he said lift me, please. Hold on, we need to let him back in.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Yo, so sorry, I have to do something. But did you want to?
Yeah.
Did you want to conclude?
Yeah, we can move on.
No problem. I mean, you can just ask the judge who won this little points.
Are you not going to give
Do
concluding
you want
statements?
intervention right now or what?
I mean, different meaning to good conclusions. It's up to you.
I would prefer if you did that.
You're the victimizer. You can go first.
Alright, basically, I fulfilled my burden of proof. I gave reasoning as to why the truth value would there's at least a single correspondent with, and therefore my like premise would be true. Not in that way, but like basically, uh, I've I would say I postponed to his like worldview and justified it, which I don't know why he's not actually accepting it, and that's all I have to say.
Um,
We can move on.
I think I put his. He tried to justify. I mean, I'm not sorry. I'm not going to be long here. I'm just saying he tried to make a claim. I put his premise into question, and I don't think he refuted what I put into question. And there was obvious flaws in his argument, and I just attacked it. So I think we come. That's just my conclusion. I think I justified and attacked his argument. I think I put into question fine and well enough. Well, George, you can just give your opinion.
All right. Yeah, I think Sparta won this point because I don't think Vespura was able to like properly justify under like why his framework. I mean, why under. Sorry, let me reiterate that. I don't think Vespura was able to properly justify why his premise was true, and I don't think he was able to properly justify why Sparta's framework for truth makers would be incorrect.
Anyways, so what happens? What happens now? Does he?
You move on to your scaling.
I mean, so your character is non-existent.
That's not what we agree with.
So your character is just what? What is he then? That's set of criteria.
What?
So like, where is your character now?
You made no consensus on what it would be. I can scale him to something else.
So you want to rescale? I mean, if you can go ahead and rescale a character, you can just continue on from you.
Alright. So it's a clean slate.
I mean, how many rescales do you get?
No, what do you mean how many rescales do you get?
Nothing. Just don't worry. You can just go ahead and scale your done.
Yeah, alright then. Let me pull up a scale.
All right.
To attack us. Last ditch effort. Dark Cubes was next on my list. Watch out. That's fine. We'll get it right now. Use Black Force for getting that. It's beautiful. With them defeated, Riku immediately said it and turned the cubes into Dark Baymax, and unfortunately for Hero, I had to kill his first friend. Oh, okay, shoot him.
See.
Sky Strike. See what this does. Was it really that easy? Not that I'm like, certain. Like a challenge, you know?
Alright, so basically, premise one. Do you want the scale? Yeah, hold on 2 seconds.
Didn't even say anything, but sure.
Oh, I get the trophy just for participating in it. I didn't even get the stuff. Another phone call from Chip.
So Goku scales to the multiverse, or like the macrocosm of Universe 7. He would scale to the other world as well. He would scale to at least 5D. Because the macrocosm, or like the other world, contains places that have no space and time. All concepts that have no, that basically is beyond, because of its vastness or beyondness of space and time. Therefore, um, he'd be like at least outer, and
Sorry, can
he'll be.
I so hang on there. You just said this goes to 5D, and then you're saying this goes to outer. Just pick one. But can
Yeah,
I see the
outer.
scans too? Right, can I see the scans?
Sure.
I mean, on like the textbook definition of outer on versus Battle Wiki, it's transcending material composition. So we'll have to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
But
Hold on. Let me copy and paste.
I got you.
Back in the real world, I knew I needed some
I
serious
know,
return for answering out my real fate. After reuniting with Kyrie, the satellites were officially complete again. No, and what? Reunited with Kyrie. At this point, I still felt like I was at a disadvantage. So I decided there was no better time than the present to craft the true best weapon with the parts, and on the way to having the materials for that, I killed my 5,000 parts. As long as I'm not a complete dumbass, I should be able to craft those weapons.
Alright, check scans. That those show that Goku's at least scales to the macrocosm.
Ultimately, is all I will face.
Son Goku can in fact never go to the temporal world again.
No,
I mean,
that's.
you claim it was outer. How can it be temporal without it?
Hold on, I haven't brought it. I haven't brought the full scans yet, and this is
Alright.
just for premise one evidence. We'll get into that later.
You scale, what are you trying to say you scales to?
Yeah, he scales to outer.
I mean, no, I'm saying within these first three scans that you sent.
He
Like,
just goes
what's
to the multiverse, or like
the
the
multiverse
macrocosm.
and what's the
I meant the
macrocosm?
macrocosm. The
What is the macrocosm now?
the universe where he lives.
So he just scales to like just the universe, just like universe level so far. Let me
Yeah,
read the
so
scans.
far. Hold on.
I mean, nothing in the scans suggests it.
Yeah,
I've, I,
I haven't provided all of them yet.
I see. Mind you, I've never watched Dragon. I mean, I've read it back in the day, maybe like 2022, but I read like Dragon Ball Z. And I
I
stopped.
see.
So I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm not gonna
I
be a
know.
skeptic here, but if I see something wrong,
I don't know why the scan doesn't show up, but let me get another one. Hold on.
Is that there, it's fine.
If I win this,
Yeah.
I'd like pay for a custom role in this server. Like,
What?
I'd pay for like a custom role in this server, low-key.
Why?
Just looks cool, I suppose. But anyway, I have to
Yeah.
trade this video. I want to attack. I'm gonna watch this 1 minute video.
All right then. This should be a good enough statement.
So that purple guy says the universe is gonna crumble.
What?
That's yes or no? That purple guy says the universe. I just see them. I just see like them punching. There's some sort of shockwave. Then the purple guy said the universe is gonna crumble.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the last that statement gonna be true? Who is he to know? Does he know the vastness of the universe? Does he know like the extent of the universe to know it's gonna crumble? How can he calculate their powers to get a good estimate on said destruction? That's what I'm asking.
He's a grand Kai. He's knowledgeable on the verse.
I mean, you can go ahead and prove that.
All right.
I mean, it's generally true though, because people tend to hype. People can hype up. Say, listen, don't say wow because it's true. They do this a lot of time. Like, people just hype up things. They're saying like this can destroy the whole galaxy. Like, I'm just might be hyperbole. You never know. I'm just gonna get into this scan because I don't know who this purple guy is. He just seems shocked by the fight. I mean, I don't know who this dead person is. We can move on. But Eric, I already beat you once. You lost to a rat scale, and I proceeded to slam you on ABA. But that's all good.
Yeah. So there's no evidence on it, so we can just move on.
So I'm just asking, why is it
Yeah.
reliable?
I have him at human level. Is there an issue?
You have your character at human level.
Yeah. Is there an issue?
I mean, I don't think is that Tion versus Battle Wiki.
Yeah. 11C. 9 something.
Let me have a look. Low hyperversal level. Characters or objects that demonstrate power equivalent to destroying creatively. So
No,
your
not
character is low.
11C. I
You just
said
said
human
11C.
level. Yeah, that's
Ah,
the wrong tier.
human level. 10C, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, there isn't 10B. So your character is 10B.
Yeah, is there an issue?
I mean, what about his speed?
Uh, infinite speed.
Via what? I mean, hang
Yeah.
on. You can't be infinite speed and 10B.
Why not? What's the issue? What's the
Because
contradiction?
because you claim, first of all, you disagreed it was 10B, which is below average human level, and that is
Yeah.
characters or objects capable of getting force compared to humans below the average normal turn strength. If you have infinite speed, as in infinite kinetic energy, you'll be generating infinite mass to some extent. Therefore, you cannot be below average human level.
So
So
how do you
that's
know you
just
can output that exact energy?
because if he has infinite speed, you must be having infinite kinetic energy, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, so like I said, how do you know you can affect that? You can output that as attack potency.
Hang on. It doesn't matter though, because it just says
It
exerting
does.
force. It just says exerting force. Yes or no? Can he not exert infinite mass and have infinite kinetic energy? Can he not exert that said force? If he's going to be running by proxy, that's still exerting infinite force. Cannot be 10B and exert infinite force. Kind of they conflict.
They don't.
They do.
Listen. How do you know? Listen, if he's exerting okay, let's say he's at infinite speed, right? Like he's moving at infinite speed. How do you know that it works exactly like ours?
This nigga's retarded. This Sadid guy. What do you mean? How like it works exactly like ours? Because kinetic energy is just it's just the known energy of motion.
Yeah,
Your
so how
character
do you
has
know?
motion.
Yeah, so can you prove that in my verse that they produce kinetic energy?
He moves.
Go ahead.
He moves.
That doesn't prove
I mean,
anything.
kinetic energy is just the energy the object has when it's moving. By proxy, he moves and makes.
Listen, can you have, is it nomologically impossible to have, is it impossible to have a world where a person can move without kinetic energy?
Uh, yeah. By proxy, if you move, you can be moving and having some sort of
Yeah, so one
energy.
necessitates that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So hang on. When you move, do you go from point A to point B?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Then that's taking some sort of
What do you
like.
mean that's obviously?
I'm saying that's obviously taking some sort of movement, point A to point B, right?
Yeah, okay.
And
They go
energy is
from
just
point A to
energy is just like I guess the capacity to cause change or something like that. Is it
what?
going from point A to point B? And that's what do you mean? What?
What? The capacity to point change
Okay,
is time,
we can. Do
dude.
you want to just go to Oxford?
What?
Okay, literally. The strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity. Moving from point A to B is physical activity. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, so I don't grant that the exact
Hang on. So what's
the
happening now?
the
You're switching up.
What? Are you
You're switching
dumb?
up now.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I said
You're
I
switching
didn't
up now.
grant that it works exact same nomological way that our real world does, and I want you to justify why in my verse it would necessitate that they need kinetic
Okay,
energy to
so
move.
I already said. So do you agree kinetic energy is the energy something has when it's moving? It's just a
In
term.
real life,
Hang on,
in
everything
real
I'm saying.
life,
No,
sure.
it's just that everything has energy when it's moving. Does your character have energy when it's moving? Yes or no? But by proxy, it has to, because you already agreed to the notion that if you go from point A to B, that's having energy, and that kinetic energy is just the name for that said energy. So by proxy, your character must have some sort of kinetic energy if he's going from point A to point B.
No, bro.
Okay,
Can you
wait,
prove
listen.
this? Can you actually
Okay,
prove
I've
this?
just explained it. Okay, so you agree to the definition of energy, right?
Well, what did you define it as?
We can just appeal to a neutral like Oxford. The strength and vitality required
Okay.
for sustained physical and mental activity.
Sure.
So you agree with that definition, okay? And you agree that point A to point B would require. I mean, that's requiring energy if you're moving. That's physical.
They
Moving
have
is physical.
energy. Nice. What's the issue? They have energy.
I mean, they have kinetic energy. Kinetic energy.
Yeah, so I don't grant that they have kinetic energy.
I just explain. If energy right is the strength and sustained quality for change, you agree going from point A to point B is to change, right?
Yeah.
And kinetic energy is just the energy when you change.
Yeah, so I don't grant that.
Okay, why?
What do you mean why? I have no reasoning to.
I'll really explain why it should be true.
Alright.
The character must have kinetic energy if he moves.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I asked why.
I explain why.
No, you didn't. You
Because
said
kinetic energy is what you have by moving.
I
Because
I
when you move,
granted
listen,
energy, not kinetic energy, dude.
I mean kinetic energy is just the energy something has when it's moving. So hang on, it
I
doesn't even
didn't
hang on.
grant that.
This kinetic energy term doesn't even matter. And you already agreed your character must have energy in some form. Yes or no?
Alright. What's
So
the
wait, you
issue?
agree your character has energy?
Yeah.
So and if he has let's presuppose he has infinite speed,
Okay.
then he must have generating infinite energy, correct? If energy is the capacity to be moving from A to B.
Alright.
So you agree your character. Let's presuppose. So you presuppose and agree to notion that your character has infinite energy.
Yeah, sure.
I mean that contradicts what 10B is human level. That's not
No,
below.
no, how does it contradict it?
Let's go to the definition of.
Yeah,
You
we
said
can go to the definition.
let's go to the definition. I was just on the site a couple seconds ago. I don't know where it's gone, but we can just go to our definition.
I couldn't do it. I hate that I couldn't do it, but at this point, wanting to get this video out in some relative time, I had to stop and switch over to working on.
Characters are objects capable of exerting force comparable to that of regular humans, such as teenagers or
Yep.
unathletic adults.
Yep.
Do you think regular humans can exert infinite energy?
No.
Then that's a contradiction, clearly. You disagree to
How?
that notion. So therefore, your character can have infinite speed.
Yeah, so I presuppose that the humans, based on our world, they
Hang on,
can't.
hang on. This conflicts with the
Hang on.
verses.
How
Wait,
does it
conflicts with the verses.
conflict, dude?
Shut up, shut up,
You
shut
just
up,
keep
shut up.
reiterating.
Wait, this conflicts with the versus Battle Wiki Tyrion versus Battle Wiki Tyrion system. Because
How?
universe, because to have infinite energy, by proxy, you would be high uni, and that's
No,
obviously
to be able to output that. Listen,
yeah. To output, if you have the speed energy, it's like you play the enemy between high uni
you can't
and below
output that
human.
as a you can't output that as AP.
You can output it though. If you're outputting
It's a
infinite
chain
energy by proxy,
reaction, dude. Chain
define chain
reaction.
reaction. Define chain reaction. Why you start outputting infinite
One
energy?
thing causes another thing to occur.
You're still outputting infinite energy. Also, how was like exerting like infinite energy running like a chain reaction?
If he's running the infinite, where do you think? What's the issue though, bro? We can't just stay on one point. What's the issue?
Issue with what? Your point? I already
Yes.
explained why. There's a clear determinant
Yeah, so
between
I
like.
already explained why there's no
I
issue.
mean, do you want to conclude?
If he outputs infinite energy, right? Okay, yeah, we can just conclude.
We can conclude on this whole little point. Then we can move on to why he has infinite speed if that were to be true. But you can start in conclusion first.
So
We can
I
like
stated
this
he
point just on
started.
why. This point, let me clarify to the judge. This point just on why infinite energy doesn't conflict with the. He's trying to say it doesn't conflict with his 10B human level. So
Yeah.
you can give a conclusion.
Alright, so my statement was that he has infinite speed. He's trying to claim his conflicts with me previously stating he hasn't. He's also human level, but I see no problem. The definition states that characters who exert a force. I don't know what energy has to do with force. He started presupposing that my character follows the same normal logicality within his verse, which he didn't show any evidence for. Um, he started talking about some kinetic energy, which I didn't grant either. I don't know why he kept bringing up. He finally brought, I granted that he possesses energy, but I never agreed to the fact that it was kinetic energy or any energy that actually has a issue with like actually output something or whatever. He, that's basically, I'm done with my conclusion that he didn't actually address the point.
And my conclusion is just about he tried to say his character has infinite speed, and he agreed to the fact that if he had infinite speed, he would have infinite energy. And I said that obviously conflicts with the versus battle wiki notion of human level. He agreed his character was human level. Human level is characters or objects that exert force comparable of regular humans. You cannot have energy while having force like determined between high uni and level. So I was just saying like that kind of contradicts if that then two things contradict because you cannot exert force comparable equal to the average human running infinite force, exerting infinite energy. And he didn't really debunk that in my opinion. We can just like move on to the judge, I suppose.
Yeah, we can move on. Do you want judgment on the
Alright.
point?
Oh yeah. So for this point, hold on, let me clear my throat. For this point, I've had to give a judgment to Vespura because Sparda didn't justify how you're exerting energy while running.
Well, I think I did.
No, you did not. You just
I
said
did.
you didn't.
I
You
mean,
never gave
go
justification.
from point A to B with physical action from point A to point B unit energy. But obviously it's point A to point B.
Did he grant that though?
Yeah, he literally said like he said that like he admitted that point A to point B is taking physical activity and energy is physical activity by the definition. He agreed to all that.
What? Bro,
You agreed. You literally we
I
can take the
agreed to
recording.
energy. I didn't grant kinetic energy. I
Okay,
agreed that.
kinetic energy doesn't matter. It's still energy. You agreed that energy was moving from point A to point B. Yes or no? Did you not grant that? We went to Oxford.
Yeah,
I just read out the
we
definition.
yeah, I agreed to energy definition.
Exactly. And if you're running, obviously that's point A to point B. And if you're infinite speed, you're generating infinite energy from point A to point B. If you agreed energy was having physical activity and you agreed running is physical activity, you must be exerting energy.
That doesn't. She still didn't justify your point on why it would cause my character to contradict himself.
I did justify why.
No, you
No,
didn't.
I did.
I think you did.
Wait, he didn't. You know what? I
I
gave
did
the
justify.
definition. We
No,
gave the definition.
yeah. I've read out the definitions of what energy is and
No,
what
no,
like.
listen. We gave the
I'm
definition of
listening.
what human level is, and then I asked you to like prove why that would not be the case, and you
I
didn't.
did prove it. I did prove it. I told you there's obviously a dichotomy between infinite energy and levels comparable to just base human via like versus battle
Yeah,
Wiki
so
themselves.
the semantics says force. I don't see where energy is. I literally stated this in my concluding
We
part.
read the Oxford definition and you agreed to that notion.
I
Like
agree
people in
to.
the chat are
Are you
saying I
dumb?
justified it. I'm not dumb. You're the one who's losing this, unfortunately for you.
But
But
how does, bro? I asked you
I
to
read out the I
justify.
literally I justified it.
What do you
I
mean you
justified
justify?
it.
You're supposed to prove why for being it's actually forcing or whatever. How does it contradict the definition, which you didn't?
I did explain why them two versus battle wiki definition of having infinite energy and being human level obviously are conflicting and there's a clear dichotomy between the two.
Yeah, so I already addressed that by saying that it's not an attack potency.
The definition just says exerting energy levels. So it doesn't matter. If your character's running from point A to B, he's exerting energy. By proxy, if your character's infinite speed, he'll be exerting infinite energy. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So the judge, if you want me to explain it again, but I explained it to him. I explained it to him. But
Actually, but no, this is a little bit. I would probably give that to you now, but the other thing is that you actually didn't explain how it was a contradiction. Like
how though?
I
Because
don't think you gave like wait, did he put into question like why it was a contradiction after you gave your explanation of like, oh, it's human level is this amount of energy and they can't
I did.
exert infinite energy?
I did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and I don't think you gave like justification
well,
afterward.
what did he say? I'm pretty sure I debunked that.
He was just asking how like someone being if someone being human level correlates to them like not
I mean, not
being
just
able
human
to
level. I like
have infinite
the
energy.
definition of that human level tier is people who can equate energy equal to an average.
That's not what it says, by the way.
It's okay. I'll read it. And it says, where is it? Human level character object capable of exerting force comparable to that of regular humans, such as teenagers or unathletic adults.
Yeah.
If you're exerting infinite energy, if you're exerting infinite energy, then you're obviously not exerting force comparable to that.
What? Dude,
On the same tier as that.
this after the judgment, by the way. I mean, like after the statement or whatever.
Yeah, I believe I debunked you.
You didn't
And I
say
obviously
that
said
during
if your character's infinite energy, he'd be high uni, which which is
Yeah,
the
so we
definition.
didn't discuss why that would actually apply
We
to
did.
force.
I said it. You just didn't respond to it.
You
So that's not
never
my fault.
mentioned
That's you.
force, dude.
I did.
Which is the entire point of the definition.
I did.
What? No, you didn't. Okay, we can move on.
This Sadid guy's just a bum. It's horrible. Anyways, we can't move on because I debunked you, unfortunately. So your character scales nowhere. I did debunk you though. So we can move on to that because I won that point, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can keep going.
But yeah, your character isn't infinite speed, fortunately.
What?
Your character's not infinite speed.
Why?
I mean, why? Because I debunked you. So we can move on. You can have a
When you debunked me.
So your characters, I debunked you.
How?
How? Because I refuted your claims via the fact I put them into question and you just didn't respond to anything
I
I said.
asked you to prove why it was
I did
why
prove
it
it.
was a contradiction. You never, bro. The
I did
definition
prove it.
says force. When did you prove force was an energy were equal?
Let me see. Let me read the definition.
Why are you
Exerting
explaining?
force, and it doesn't even matter. I literally said if your character also had infinite energy, it was
Yeah,
to
I
output
addressed
infinite.
that, dude. I
You
addressed
didn't
that.
address it. You didn't address it. You didn't address it. But anyways, we can move on.
What do you mean we can move on? Does
The character is an infinite speed. Yeah.
McLovin, do you still give him that point?
What? No, I gave you this point.
All right. Yeah. So what's
Believe
the
it.
problem?
I mean, okay, sure then. No, I'll be good faith and I'll say that doesn't conflict. And you can go ahead and prove why a character is going to be in first speed now.
All right.
Listen, these guys just retarded. I think I may have slammed him one time in the past. I'm playing, but I don't know. He sounds Somali, bro. Like, look at that name, Sadi. That's just like a Somali name. I just know he's Somali.
Bro, you two gotta run it after this.
He wouldn't. You can ask him, but he wouldn't. Bro, like, he's just messing around, man. I'm just part on duty, bro. I don't even. Not to say, like, you know what? Never stress. This guy's trying to get me stressed.
Yeah, so
Already.
someone's faster than instant transmission or teleportation, and then Goku's
Let me see.
Blitz is the same guy.
Why is this statement gonna be true?
What?
Why is this statement gonna be true? I'm asking.
Why, bro? Okay, why would it not be true? He
Once again,
witnesses.
we went over this point already, but
He
we can like,
witnesses him being
hang on.
faster.
Yeah, can I see proof of this? Also, just I mean, there's a clear question mark. Like instant teleportation. He's making a hypothesis. Is that instant teleportation or not? I'm just going off what I see in the scan.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
questions it,
yeah, he questioned it and he says,
and then
you
and
know,
then he declares it's faster than that. What's the issue?
okay, I'm asking, why is it gonna be true?
Yeah. Well, it's true. Okay, I claim it's true. What's the issue?
You claim it's true. Okay, why is your statement gonna be true? That is true. Once again, truth aptitude. It's never gonna be true or false. But what's the truth maker behind that thing? I don't really care for your truth aptitude, but
Hold on, let me. Okay, this just goes back. What do you want as? What do you want proof for?
just any truth theory that corresponds to the statement.
He witnesses. It's true. He witnesses something
Okay,
faster than instant teleportation.
can I see this? Because on my screen it's just him making a statement, some sort of making a statement.
Yeah, what he witnesses.
Yeah, there's no proof to that claim. So I'm not gonna believe that once again.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull it up. But why is this kind of so low quality?
In this world, the enemy is very different than the ones I've fought to this point, as for the first time since birth by sleep, the unversed made an appearance. Randall was back to try and cause Mike and Sony more problems, and he told us on the way to fight the Goose Gold. Feel that the person working with him, and when he tried to show that off, it failed hilariously.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me have a look. And
The reason the only person here is because the one and only brother of beneath who learned ABS.
I mean, this doesn't prove your burden. And for
What do you mean it doesn't prove my burden?
let's presuppose he did like see it. Why is it gonna still? Let's presuppose he did see it. Why is it gonna be true? Like, why can you make a valid inference on said thing? I'm gonna ask, why can you make a valid inference on said thing? Like, thing. And second
If
of all,
he has
I'm gonna just say, why is that statement just gonna be true in general?
if he has transportation or like teleportation and he sees something
I mean,
that's
I don't
beyond his
know. Hang on. First
capability.
of all, you're presupposing this. I'm just reading the statement. I don't know if he has instant teleportation or not. I'm just going off what I see within these scans.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure, but I don't know the series. So I'm just saying. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, so what's the
So yeah,
you didn't point to issue, you just stated, oh, I
I
don't
did
know
point it.
this.
I asked first of all. I asked like, let's say he did witness it. Why is the statement going to go into? I'm just asking like statement like, why is this
Yeah.
statement going to be true? I'm asking. Second of all, why is the statement going to be true in general?
Yeah, I showed why it's true.
Why? Because he witnessed it.
Because he saw something that was beyond like faster than him.
I mean, there's no proof of that.
He said instant teleportation, no, it's faster than that, and then I can provide proof that he also has teleportation.
Hey, you haven't proved any of this.
What?
You can say you said you said you'll provide proof that he has teleportation.
Yeah, I will. Do you need it?
I mean, you just said
You
you will,
didn't.
so
You
yeah, just
didn't
send it.
ask for it.
Just send it.
All right.
And I'm just also gonna ask, like, why can he make a verifiable quantification that is faster than instant teleportation? Just because he has that thing doesn't mean he can make accurate measurements to that thing.
What'd you say?
I said, why is that? I'm asking, like, why is the statement in general? Trying to ask him why can he make set measurements to make that statement if he even did witness it, which I have no proof on.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see. I mean, what's this? Ha! Where's this from?
It's from the wiki.
The wiki is the wiki canon.
Yes.
Can you prove
No,
that?
what do you mean? What?
Can you prove that?
I can provide citations.
Citations for the
Yeah.
wiki being canon. Who are these citations from?
No, not the wiki being canon. I can provide citations for the definition.
I mean, I want proof of the wiki being canon if they're able to make statements. Just show me proof from the manga.
All right.
Also, I'll just ask, why is that statement going to be true?
Yeah, hold on.
Before exiting Arendelle, I went back around to collect some characters that I missed. Got some kills from House of Heartless Guild, and then I took on of my piece of I think that's my favorite Kingdom Hearts theory. The demons will end up being the last Earth Masters. That would be pretty wild.
Yeah, here you go.
Let's see. You still believe a technique of yours is superior to my own? I've been using that move for years. It's not a simple one to master. Sure do. It's like you'd never be able to make it with your version of instant teleportation. I mean, one, where in the scan does it even like should claim me as show teleportation? The guy just says, I've been using that move for years. What move is he? What's agnostic on that move? Like, what is that move? He does mention instant teleportation, but how do you know that he's referring to instant teleportation? Because he mentions the guy has it, but that doesn't mean he has it.
What?
So,
What do you
where
mean
does it
the
say?
guy has it, but he doesn't?
I'm talking about this guy. That guy with
Yes, I
dreads.
get what you mean. He says he's been using that same move or like that
Okay,
move.
well, he just says that move. Well, I don't know what that's referring
Yep.
to.
Because that's literally the only mention of a move within the
Okay,
scan.
let me just be cool. Let me just.
Is there any other move or technique that's mentioned?
It doesn't have to be. If he just says the move, then that's agnostic to me. I'm just putting the question. Anyways, so what can I say? It's like you'd never be able to make it here without your version of instant teleportation. So you still believe a technique of yours, literally a technique of yours. We could be talking about another technique that happened. Just because there's something on the screen doesn't mean it's that technique.
What?
He says you still believe a technique of yours is superior to my own. Sure do. I've been using that move for years, and it's not a simple one to master. Nothing shows that he knows it's
Yeah.
infinite. Nothing shows.
Nothing shows what?
Nothing shows that what's it called? That is instant. That he has instant transmission.
Dude, he says, okay, I'll just repeat it one last time.
You can
He
repeat it,
says,
but it's not gonna help him.
your claim, what are you actually claiming, dude? I'll just address that.
1 second. I'm back.
Yeah. Can you? So what's the issue?
I mean, the issue is, I already explained the issue. Nothing within that scan supports that you can just show that you can use instant transmission.
Oh, I already addressed this. He says it's the same move. There's no other mention of move. There's no grounds to say that he's talking about a different move. If being agnostic on a position
Okay,
doesn't mean
okay, wait,
the
you know
higher
what,
power. Up. I didn't finish.
I'll say that that guy who's in the scan has instant transmission. I'll say good guys instant transmission. Sorry,
Okay.
sure.
All right. So then what's it called? He witnesses some granola who's faster
Okay,
than his.
why is that statement going to be true?
Yeah. So it's axiomatic.
Via what?
Yeah, what the context of fiction.
Define that. That's very ambiguous.
What do you mean?
That's very vague, sorry. Define the context of fiction. Why is that statement going to be true? It says axiomatic. Via the context of fiction. Go ahead and define what the context of fiction means.
Yeah. So within a fictional work, we have to assume some things are true.
Some things are true. Why?
What do you mean why? Otherwise, you'd eventually point towards the infinite regress.
One, let's presuppose we were to go to infinite regress. What does that matter? What's the problem with that?
Then you'd have there's no actual way to prove what you want.
I mean, you can though, because there's going to be certain truth makers on screen.
No, I could just put that into question.
Put truth makers into question?
Yes.
How? If I see someone doing something on screen, what would you put into question? That'd be still bad faith. Like if I see a guy
Yeah. What's the
clearly,
issue?
hang on,
If
wait, hang on. That's because there's a truth maker. There's a physical truth theory to that. If there's a guy like jumping on screen and you can see that, that's a clear truth maker compared to a statement which has truth aptitude.
I'm saying they have the same truth amplitude.
They don't have the same truth. A truth maker cannot have the same, doesn't have truth aptitude, you idiot.
Yeah, within the fiction, I'm saying that's the case.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. So can you actually address why not?
I mean, you have to prove that first. But a truth
Yeah.
tell me how it wait,
I
tell me
just
how a
said
truth
it's
maker in fiction
axiomatic.
wait, shut up. Tell me how a truth maker in fiction can have truth aptitude. It makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. You know what truth aptitude is, right?
No.
You don't know, so you're just using terms that you don't know. Nice one,
Yeah.
mate.
What's the issue? Is there an issue?
There is no issue, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
stop
exactly.
using
So can you not bring up
stop using
irrelevant
terms, stop
points?
using terms you don't know. You're trying to be some intellectual but it's failing.
Can you stop bringing up irrelevant points?
No one's bringing up irrelevant points, I'm just saying stop using words you don't know.
Yeah. So like I said, it's
But
an axiomatic.
anyway,
Yeah.
a truth fact is just something that's either true or false. Like, how can a truth maker? Not a truth maker is something that's true of in reality. If it's true, it has no truth aptitude. It cannot be true or false. If by definition, it is true itself. So go ahead and explain how that works.
Yeah, so as you said, the truth maker is something that's true in reality. I'm saying that in fiction statements are also like true in reality.
No, they're not. If they have truth aptitude, unless you can prove our statements are true in
If they
fiction.
have a truth value, I agree. If they have a truth value, then of course they can be true in reality. What's the issue?
I mean, yeah, but you said statements. You said statements have truth makers. No, they don't. That's not true. Not all statements have truth makers. So
Why not?
some may. Cause wait,
Dude.
so hang on,
Go
hang on.
back
You
on your
said
hold on,
wait, hang on,
Go back on your
Why not?
definition.
Why
The
not? So what if I
stated
make the statement?
the
Wait, shut
stated
up. No,
truth.
you just asked me a question. Don't interrupt me.
Can you
So
stop
ask it a
cutting me
question.
off?
You just asked me a
Stop
question.
cutting
Then
me off.
you just asked me a question. You asked me a question. You said why not? So what if I said? What if I made the truth statement? Truth maker. I mean truth aptitude. Sorry, that I won this debate. Would that be true?
No.
Okay, so that's your answer to the question. Obviously, not all statements would have truth makers for them.
Yeah, so all propositions have truth values. So what's the issue?
I have no qualms with that. All propositions will have truth facts. That's fine. They
Yeah.
don't have truth makers.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm saying everything in fiction is a truth maker, except for hyperboles.
Okay, via what? Via what?
What
Why
do
is
you mean
everything?
via what?
If everything, why is
Axiomatic.
everything? Why is it axiomatic?
Yeah, so like I said, if you don't grant that, then everything turns into an infinite regress where nothing progresses.
Like, why? Why? Go ahead and prove that. Why?
What do you mean why? You keep going,
Why?
you keep bringing it one layer down or one level
That's
down in epistemic
that's not.
truth values, and
know
then
what a truth. You know what a truth theory is, right? Statements can have certain truth theories with them to obviously provide truth makers for
dude,
the
dude, dude,
statements.
that doesn't address what I'm saying.
It does address what you're saying.
No, it doesn't. But
It does.
listen. I'll say this. I'll say this again. I'm saying it's axiomatic. Because if you keep becoming like a epistemic nihilist and questioning all the truth values that fiction.
I'm not questioning the truth values. I'm questioning the truth aptitudes.
You that's the same thing, dude.
Go ahead and you can go ahead and prove that, but I'm agnostic on that. But anyway,
What do you want me to prove that it's the same thing?
I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
Yeah, you said that it's the same thing, so we can move
Um,
on.
Prove
Anyway,
that.
so basically, what do you mean prove that?
You claimed I said it was the same thing. When did I say that?
Yeah, we can go back into the rec. You said it's
I
either
mean,
true
go.
or false. That's basically a truth value.
Okay, if it's basically the truth value, I want you to prove that.
What?
Go ahead and prove that. You said it's
Yeah.
basically a truth value. Go ahead and prove
Yeah,
that.
but like I said, if you keep doing this, it'll go back to infinite regress.
That's not why I
I would
asked.
just like to let you guys know, you guys have 30 minutes left unless you want to extend it for another 30 minutes.
No, definitely not. I have to go.
I mean,
Yeah, but
I don't mind extending it to another 30 minutes. Anyway, listen.
anyways, what?
Anyway, do you want to conclude as you haven't proved whatever?
What do you mean I haven't proved? Okay, we can conclude.
Sure, I'll just state my conclusion.
Yeah.
I ain't writing. I'm just saying. I've been good faith this entire debate.
No, you haven't. But okay.
I have. Anyways, my conclusion is he tried to prove that Goku had instant transportation via the statements. I put the statement and its truth aptitude into question, and he tried to say that all statements are true in fiction, and because he said it leads to infinite regress. But I obviously put that into question by saying not all statements leading to infinite regress if they have like truth theories to them and not just truth aptitude. They have truth makers to them, etc. This statement doesn't, and he's trying to say that all of them just do because it leads to infinite regress, which isn't true. Because obviously statements can be true or false even within a fictional context. But anyway, that's my conclusion. He didn't really
Do
debunk
you want
me.
me? Do you want me to say it?
You can just give your conclusion.
Yeah, so I don't know why he keeps mentioning true and false values. That's fine. I'm saying by him keep repeatedly questioning everything, it leads to an infinite regress since he'll keep asking for justification for a specific thing, and if there's no end in asking for justification, then there's actually no justification whatsoever. And so that just creates dilemma where nothing can actually be proven.
That's not an infinite regress if I'm putting the statement into question. You can obviously
I defined that as an infinite regress. Is there any issue?
if a statement has a truth maker, then that's not going to be an infinite regress. If a statement is going to be true and you can justify that, that's not an infinite regress if it has certain truth theories.
No,
Anyway, you can just ask the judge.
I don't agree with that.
We can ask the judge for his opinion.
Okay, we can,
Anti-bunks you,
we can
I
just
believe.
ask the judge.
I don't think Vespura sufficiently justified why it was an infinite regress.
All right.
What?
Your character's human level with no speed.
My statement is the affirmative.
Don't know what. Anyways,
He said
your character's
I didn't justify why it isn't, which of
No, I
course I
said
didn't.
why is. No, I said is. Maybe you misheard me.
I gave him the concluding PowerPoint or whatever.
you didn't. Anyways,
Well, yeah, you want the whole judgment for the point.
all right. So your character's human level with a mobile. Would you agree to that, Wiki Victimizer?
Yeah, fine. I'm fine with that.
All right,
We can move on to your scaling.
no problem.
Insane or defeated, everyone got their happy ending. Well, almost. A few insane post credits.
Yeah. So what's your position? What's your okay?
My position is my character just wins, but
Yeah.
I give my
What's the argument?
Yeah, I'm looking through I'm looking through my scans right now. I mean, by proxy, your character's a mobile speed, so I just have to.
I don't care. Can you move on? Can you?
Oh,
prove my
what's
point?
wrong? What's wrong with you? Why are you being so rude?
I'm not being rude. I'm trying to make this go faster.
No problem. I'll send the scans now.
All right.
Myself a ton of heals. Losing immediately. Oh, hold on, I might get him. Hold on, I might get him.
So would you agree my character can move? I'll send some scans.
Crystal
Okay.
or Galia. I then went around and photographed any of the Mickey gears I was missing at this point, with the final few being in under the foot. Then I found and fought the Schwartz guy's gummy enemy and took it down to earn the Golden Highway gummy ship, which helped me to then get everything.
I'm just, I mean, so first in this scan here, looking scans, would you agree my character can move? It's obviously speaking, so he must move to some extent. And he's also killing the
Yeah, so I can't access him. You're gonna have to post the scans individually.
That's the thing. I can't access it either. I thought you'd be able to. But I mean, you can. Would you
You're
agree
in
that?
the UK, mate. It's user is disabled.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Come on, I'll just find the scan.
Yeah. Wait, is it fine? I'm pretty sure Darkseid has omnipresence. Is if do you want I grant you omnipresence? Is that fine?
Grant me omnipresence. I mean, what's your definition of omnipresence? My omnipresence is existing everywhere all at once. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you say? What'd you say? I had to
I
go.
think omnipresence is existing everywhere all at once.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I'm
you
fine.
agree? You agree it's omnipresent?
Yeah.
All right. And you agree he moves?
What?
You agree he moves?
No.
All right. I'll just show a scan of him like, moving.
Wait, so we both agree he's omnipresent, right?
I think omnipresence is existing everywhere all at once. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so that's a contra. So basically, your character 0D,
How was he 0D?
presupposing he presuppose let's presuppose a 0D object exists in your universe. He would exist as as that 0D object. Therefore, your character is 0D, which is below
First
human.
of all, hang on. He exists. He exists everywhere all at once. If he exists,
Yeah,
then he
let's
must have.
assume.
That's that. Hang on. If you cannot exist everywhere all at once, it'd have to be
Do you agree
a
omnipresence is
thing.
a contradiction?
Hang on. Wait. That's a horrible argument. Listen. If he exists everywhere all at once, it would have to
Yeah,
exist. Let me stop interrupting me. You asked me a question.
I didn't say
Let me.
anything. What?
Okay. My fault. If he exists everywhere all at once, then he's gonna obviously exist within a certain point. Something 0D literally has no length, width, or height. It doesn't exist physically, but if he exists everywhere all at once, where it's
Are you
something
saying
physical.
0D doesn't exist?
I mean, I'm saying 0D. It may exist that you can express it, but it doesn't exist physically.
What?
If it has no length, width, or height, it doesn't exist in physical space. So by
What?
proxy, I'm just saying.
Are you
What?
dumb?
This nigga's. I'm literally right. Something 0D
Are
has
you
no
saying a
length.
point doesn't exist?
So yes, if it has no length, width, or height, or no physicality, then it doesn't exist within
What? Are you
physical.
saying 0D is non-physical?
By proxy, it is by definition. If it has no length, width, or height, or
Dude,
physical
something
entities,
non-physical. It's non-physical, is like non-dimensional, not 0D. 0D still falls under dimensionality.
no 0D has no length, width, or height. It has no
Wait,
position
what's?
within space.
Oh, no,
Has
I disagree with that.
I mean, what's your definition of 0D?
Yeah, so 0 dimensions.
Zero
So
dimensions. So
that's the
no
point
place
of
within.
debate.
So no place within. There's 0 dimensions, and it has no location within space.
If you what?
What
Does
do you mean?
3D
What?
encompass 0D? Yes or no?
What'd you say?
Does 3D, the third dimension encompass 0 dimension? The
I'm
zero
agnostic. I'm agnostic on that. So you'd have to prove that if
Why?
that's going to be true. What do you mean? Why? I have no knowledge
Yeah,
on
so
thing.
dimensionality is a sum of all quantitative, like lower dimensionalities. You can have an uncountably infinite amount of dots create a 1D line.
I mean,
So
you can
it's,
go ahead and prove. You can go ahead.
so
You can
it's
go ahead and prove that.
I just did, dude.
You just state once again a statement has two faculties.
Yeah, so
I, I don't know why a statement is going to be true. Once again, you're making a claim. Who are you to make that claim? Are you knowledgeable on certain dimensional physics?
yeah,
I
you're
don't know who
being
you.
so bad faith, dude.
You can go. That's not bad faith. I'm genuinely being curious. You need to show me
No,
some sort
you're
of
not.
proof. This guy, this is Saeed on his own or something like this 667 guy. It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, it's like way too late for me. Yeah, we can just go to overall conclusions.
Overall conclusions
Yeah, oh, and the entire topic and the entire debate.
on the entire debate. I mean, I don't believe I'm done yet. So you
Yeah, I
make the
don't
claim.
care. I don't
I
care.
mean, Well, you should care because I'm still in the debate. I'm a user. I give my opinion, so you
I
can be
don't
quiet.
care.
Anyway,
No,
it does. Anyway,
I agree
hang
to
on.
go
Shut up.
into
Shut up. You made a
conclusions.
hypothesis. Be quiet. You made a hypothesis on dimensions. I asked you to explain why that claim couldn't be true. You tried to prove that. So you're gonna prove it, or no? You're gonna prove it, or
What?
you're
Okay,
gonna
so
prove it?
this just goes all the way back to the flipping to why you being you always
I mean,
asking
it's
for
generally.
justification
Listen,
for
listen.
everything,
This is
every
gen.
little point, every
Okay,
little
I'm
thing.
just being
It,
honest. If
you're
I
not
make the
being
claim,
honest, you're being
if I'm,
disingenuous.
if I literally, if I, mum's life, I'm not. If I make the claim dimensions are like a banana, you're obviously gonna be asking why that's true. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Exactly. You're making a claim. I don't know if you're knowledgeable on dimensional physics. I just want some source. I don't know if you're knowledgeable on certain things. I just want some
Yeah,
source.
you eventually ask for that source, and then that source that just
It,
leads to no point
it
at
doesn't know.
all.
But anyways,
There's no
if you
standing.
can give me a source on your sort of evidence for your hypothesis, then sure, maybe I'll agree to it. Some sort of evidence to your hypothesis, then I'll agree. But
All
so
right,
you're gonna give
I'll
some.
bring up the Versatile Wiki FAQ.
Okay, you said dimension. I mean, yeah, just state what best. Yeah, we could have did that the whole time. We could have said what dimensions were versus biology.
Or so hours facing off against him until it finally happened. At this point.
And that's literally just so contradictory as well. Zero dimension DOD is literally just like no points. You cannot exist in all points while also existing in no points. So even if you like, that makes no sense. You just granted him you already said my character is omnipresent. So he
Yeah.
cannot be zero dimensional even. So I don't know why you're bringing up this argument. It doesn't matter. He cannot be zero dimensional. Even if he.
Please, for the love of all soul. Please.
Anyways, after this, 667, we can come to the voice chat.
God, brother. It has been
Yes, I sent in general. Yeah.